Yes, I'm live now. Welcome once again to another new video. This is Santu Sahu and you are watching Sahu's tutorial. You all know that I am conducting 1000 MCQ series for the upcoming CUET PG English Literature exam. This is the part 23. In the previous 22 videos, I have discussed 868 questions probably here. And in this video, I will be covering another important MCQ questions. Please do join and let me know if everything is okay. And I think everything is okay. I am audible and visible to all of you. Do join, and those who have not joined yet, you can watch the session later. Okay. So please visit the playlist, that is CUET PG English Literature mock test, and in that playlist you will get all the videos that I have uploaded recently. So watch those videos and be benefited. Do join because your examination is knocking at the door. So without delay, here is the first question on your screen. And before starting the session, this is my humble request to all of you. Please do subscribe the channel and tap the bell icon to get more notification that I will upload in this channel. So let's get started with question number 869. Please do join. Do hurry up. So the first question is on your screen. Please answer in the comment box. The first question is that the book The Moor's Last Sigh is written by which Indian English author? Now your options are Salman Rushdie, Arundhati Roy, Kiran Desai, Amitabh Ghosh. The Moor's Last Sigh was written by which writer? Salman Rushdie, Arundhati Roy, Kiran Desai, Amitabh Ghosh. किसने लिखा है? Please do answer in the comment box. Okay. Yes, the first answer was given. It is Salman Rushdie. Salman Rushdie has written The Moor's Last Sigh, and that was published in 1995. So The Moor's Last Sigh was published in 1995, and this one was written by Salman Rushdie. So here is the explanation. The Moor's Last Sigh is the fifth novel of Salman Rushdie. It was published in 1995, and it is set in the Indian cities of Bombay and Cochin. The title is actually taken from the story of Bob Dylan, the last Moorish king of Granada, who is also mentioned frequently in the book. So the title, that is The Moor's Last Sigh, has been taken from the story of Bob Dylan, the last Moorish king of Granada, and it was 1995 novel by Salman Rushdie. It is the fifth novel by Salman Rushdie. Moving on to question number 870. Who is the author of the book Glass Palace? Glass Palace किसने लिखा है? Now your options are Amitabh Ghosh, Arundhati Roy, Kiran Desai, Salman Rushdie. किसने लिखा है? Amitabh Ghosh, Arundhati Roy, Kiran Desai, Salman Rushdie. किसने लिखा है? Okay. So it is Amitabh Ghosh actually. It is not Salman Rushdie. It is Amitabh Ghosh has written here. Amitabh Ghosh has written The Glass Palace, and The Glass Palace. Its protagonist is Rajkumar Raha. Rajkumar Raha is the main protagonist of this novel. Rajkumar Raha is the main protagonist of this novel. That is The Glass Palace, written by Amitabh Ghosh. Okay. Next question. Who is the author of the novel The White Mughals? The White Mughals. Who is the author of the novel The White Mughals? Salman Rushdie and Arundhati Roy, Kiran Desai, William Temple. So The White Mughals किसने लिखा है? Salman Rushdie, Arundhati Roy, Kiran Desai, William Temple. So here it is actually William Temple has written the novel The White Mughals. So D is the right answer here. William Temple will be the right answer here. The White Mughals was written by, and here is the explanation that White Mughals is a 2002 history book. So it is a 2002 history book by William Temple. It is Temple's fifth major work and tells the true story of love affair that took place in early 19th century Hyderabad between James Achilles, that is Kirkpatrick, and Khair-un-Nisa Begum. So The White Mughals was written by William Temple, and it is the 2002 book, the history book. Okay. Next question. Question number 872. Please write the answer in the comment box. Who wrote the novel The Last Song of Dusk? किसने लिखा है? Who wrote the novel The Last Song of Dusk? किसने लिखा है? सलमान रुश्दी, अरुंधति रॉय, सिद्धार्थ धनवंत संघवी एंड अनीता देसाई. किसने लिखा है? द लास्ट सॉन्ग ऑफ डस्क. सलमान रुश्दी तो नहीं लिखा है, अरुंधति रॉय भी नहीं लिखा है, अनीता देसाई भी नहीं लिखा है, तो किसने लिखा है? सो द राइट ऑप्शन इज सिद्धार्थ धनवंत संघवी हैज रिटन the last song of dusk. So C is the right answer here. Okay, and moving on to question number 873 here. Who wrote the novel The Funny Boy? The Funny Boy, and in this novel the elements of homosexuality can be found. The elements of homosexuality can be found in this novel, and it was written by the Sri Lankan diaspora writer. Now I am giving the clue here. Sri Lankan diaspora writer. It deals with the themes of homosexuality. The elements of homosexuality can be found in this novel, and its main protagonist is RG. RG is the main protagonist of this novel. ARJIEE. RG is the main protagonist of this novel. The Funny Boy. Themes of homosexuality can be found in this novel. Now your options are Sam Bhadnagar, Sam Selbadwari, Chetan Bhagat, Sarat Hassan Manto. So Funny Boy किसने लिखा है? Funny Boy was written by, किसने लिखा है? Please do write in the comment box. किसने लिखा है? Okay. Yes. So it is actually, no, it is not D. It is actually Sam Selbadwari. Sam Selbadwari has written. Sam Selbadwari is the Sri Lankan diaspora writer. He is the Sri Lankan diaspora writer. Sri Lankan diaspora writer who has written the novel that is The Funny Boy, based on the themes of homosexuality. And here is the novel. Funny Boy is a coming of age novel, or it is also a Bildungsroman novel. It is a coming of novel, or it is a Bildungsroman novel by Sri Lankan Canadian author Sam Selbadwari. It is first published by Macmillan and Stewart in September 1994, and the novel won the Lambda Literary Award for Gay Fiction and the Books in Canada First Novel Award. Okay, moving on to question number 874, that which devil is the main architect of Pandemonium? Which devil is the main architect of Pandemonium? Pandemonium in the Paradise Lost. In the epic The Paradise Lost. Paradise Lost पे Paradise Lost किसने लिखा है? That is written by here जॉन मिल्टन. सो पैराडाइज लॉस्ट पे जो पैंडेमोनियम का आर्किटेक्चर किसने दिया था? Which devil is the main architect of Pandemonium in the Paradise Lost? Paradise Lost में पैंडेमोनियम का आर्किटेक्ट, who was the architect of the Pandemonium? Now your options are was it Malsibar, Mammon, Moloch, Belial? What is the right answer here? Okay. Yes, Malsibar, Mammon, Moloch, and Belial. What will be the right answer here? Okay. So here the right option would be towards Malsibar. Malsibar has given the architecture of Pandemonium, and that appears in the epic Paradise Lost written by John Milton. And Paradise Lost has all total 12 books. It has total 12 books. Okay. Next question. Moving on to question number 875. What did Henry James describe as loose baggy monsters? Henry James ने किस चीज को, novels को, plays को, the English को, the publisher को has described as loose baggy monsters. Now your options are novels, plays, English, publisher. So Henry James had described novels as loose baggy monster. So here D is the right answer. D is the right answer here. That novels is described by Henry James as loose baggy monsters. Okay. Moving on to question number 876. Which of the following characteristics is associated with Cockney School of Poetry? Cockney School of Poetry. Now emphasis on rural landscape and nature. Focus rural landscape and nature. Formal and structural part, that is wrong. celebration of urban life and ordinary language, or exploration of religious and metaphysical theme. That is also wrong. The remaining two options are celebration of urban life and ordinary language and emphasis on rural landscape and nature. So celebrations of urban life and ordinary language. This is here Cook's ordinary language, common language. So this is C is the right answer. It is 876 का C right answer है. Okay. Moving on to question number 877. Who were the proponents of the Cockney School of Poetry? Now your options are William Wordsworth and Samuel Taylor Coleridge, Percy Shelley, P.B. Shelley, John Keats, Lew Hunt, John Keats, Lord Byron, William Beck. अब बायरन तो नहीं होगा, विलियम बेक भी नहीं होगा, तो इधर पे ल्यू हंट, जॉन कीट्स, and I am adding another option here, William Hazlitt. Okay, William Hazlitt. I'm adding another options, William Hazlitt. So also P.B. Shelley, adding these options. So P.B. Shelley. So here C is the right answer. Cockney School of Poetry. Here Lew Hunt, John Keats, William Hazlitt, and P.B. Shelley. They are all collectively known as Cockney School of Poetry. So here C is the right answer. And so Cockney School of Poetry. School of Poetry. So who are the Cockney? It is the first main proponent the target was Lew Hunt. Then you have John Keats. Then William Hazlitt, and then P.B. Shelley is also accused sometimes. So P.B. Shelley is also part of Cockney School of Poetry. Lew Hunt, John Keats, William Hazlitt, and P.B. Shelley. Next question: who wrote the dystopian novel 1984? 1984 is the dystopian novel that came in 1914. It was published in 1949 actually, in which Newspec demonstrates the heightened linguistic self-consciousness of modernist writer. Who wrote the dystopian novel 1984? That was published in 1949. George Orwell, Virginia Woolf, Evelyn Waugh, and Orson Welles. So it was George Orwell. George Orwell ने लिखा है 1984, and 1984 का main protagonist क्या है? The protagonist of 1984 is Winston Smith. Winston Smith is the main protagonist of this novel. And Big Brother, another important character, Big Brother also appeared in this novel. Big Brother. Winston Smith is the main protagonist, and his antagonist is the Big Brother. And what's like there is double thing police is also what's that appeared in this novel here. So it came in 1949. It's a dystopian novel. Moving on to question number 879. Which novel did T.S. Eliot praise for utilizing a new mythical method in place of the old narrative method, and demonstrates the use of ancient mythology in modernist fiction to think about making the modern world possible for art? Okay. Here, which novel did Eliot praise for utilizing a new mythical method? Now, in place of the old narrative method, and demonstrates the use of ancient mythology. So your options are, that is Virginia Woolf's The Waves, Joseph Conrad Heart of Darkness, James Joyce Finnegan's Wake, James Joyce Ulysses. तुम लोग कहाँ गए सब? मतलब नीनू, दीक्षा, रामकृष्ण, where are all of you? You have not joined yet. Okay. So here the right option is James Joyce Ulysses. James Joyce Ulysses is the right answer. That question number of 879. Moving on to question number 880. Which poet could be described as the part of the movement of the 1950s? In 1950s, the movement, and remember this fact that the phrase, the movement was coined by J.D. Scott. किसने coin किया था इस word को? It was J.D. Scott. J.D. Scott has coined the phrase the movement. And who are the movement poets? Tom Gunn, that is Thomas Gunn, Dylan Thomas, Pablo Picasso, Philip Larkin, both A and D. So Picasso तो नहीं है, Dylan Thomas भी नहीं है. So it was Thomas Gunn and Philip Larkin. So A and D. So E is the right answer. Both A and D is the right answer. Because So the movement, the phrase was coined by J.D. Scott, and Thomas Gunn and Philip Larkin are the parts of the movement poetry. And here is the explanation. The movement was a term coined in 1954 by J.D. Scott in the literary editor of The Spectator. It was to describe a group of writers including Philip Larkin, Kingsley Amis, Donald Day, D.J. Enright, John Wayne, Elizabeth Jennings, Tom Gunn, and Robert Conquest. So they are all collectively known as the movement poet. And the word was coined by the term was coined by J.D. Scott in 1954 in that editor of the literary editor called The Spectator. The movement was quintessentially English in character. Poets from the other parts of the United Kingdom were not involved actually. Next question. Moving on to question number 881. What did Thomas Carlyle mean by close thy Byron, open thy gut? Close thy Byron, open thy gut. Britain's preeminence in the global power will depend on mastery of foreign language. Even a foreign author is better than a homegrown scoundrel. Or abandon the introspection of romantics and turn to the higher moral purposes found in Goethe. Or in careful veiled critique of the monarchy, Byron and Goethe stand symbolically for Queen Victoria and Charles Darwin. No, that is wrong. Yeah. The right answer is that abandon the introspection of romantics and turn to the higher moral purpose that is found in the works of Goethe. So here C is the right answer. Close thy, किसने बोला था? थॉमस कार्लाइल ने बोला था close thy Byron, open thy God. It is because of he wanted to abandon the introspection of romantics and turn to the higher moral purpose that was found in the works of God. Okay, next question 882. Which famous play has the quote? When shall we three meet again in thunder, lightning, and rains? The famous tragedy. Which famous play has the quote? When shall we three meet again and in thunder, lightning, or rain? Comes from the telling of the show King Lear, the Tempest, Macbeth. So this is the famous line that appears in the tragedy Macbeth by Shakespeare. Next question. Now, the first English women to earn her living was as playwright. The first English women to earn her living मतलब लिख के पैसा कमाती थी और उसका लाइवलीहुड भी वो स्पेंड करती थी. So the first English women to earn her living as a playwright was Neil Gwen, Aphra Behn, Lady Teazle, and Hathaway. So it was Aphra Behn. Aphra Behn's novel Oronuku. Oronuku is the Aphra Behn's novel. Aphra Behn was the first English women writer to earn her living as a playwright. So where B is the right answer. Moving on to question number 884. Book of Paradise Lost presents Satan as book 1 of Paradise Lost presents Satan with his angels fallen into hell. When recovered, Satan awakens all his legions and speaks to them. The first he addresses is described as one next to himself in power, one next to himself in power and next in crime. So first in crime is Satan and another one is which next to him. Now, long after known in Palestine. So who is that second one? What is the name of this fallen angel? Apart from Satan, was it Mammon, Moloch, Beelzebub? So it was Beelzebub. Apart from Satan, it was Beelzebub who was next to himself in power and next in crime. So it is Beelzebub is the right answer. The fallen angel Beelzebub is the right answer here. Okay. Now, moving on to question number 885. In Paradise Lost, which angel is ordered by God to drive Adam and Eve out of paradise? In Paradise Lost, which angel is ordered by God to drive Adam and Eve को बाहर paradise से बाहर लेके जाने के लिए किसने order किया था? Which angel is ordered by God? God ने किस angel को order किया था Adam and Eve को out of paradise जाने के लिए? Before he does so, he shows Adam a number of visions about the future of human race. जहाँ पे केन क्या कर रहा है उसका brother को एबेल को murder कर रहा है. Cain is murdering Abel and ending with the redemption of mankind through Christ. And Christ will come and Christ will redeem the mankind from the sin. Now, who is the angel that has a large role in finishing chapters of Paradise Lost? Who has the large role in the finishing chapter of Paradise Lost? Michael, Abigail, Raphael, Gabriel. So it is Michael. Michael plays a major role in the finishing chapters of Paradise Lost, and The God has ordered Michael to drive Adam and Eve out of the paradise. Okay. Milton's unholy trinity in Paradise Lost. In the Paradise Lost, Milton's unholy trinity in his epic Paradise Lost of characters includes error, temptation, Satan, nay. Sin, death, temptation, nay. Sin, temptation, Satan, nay. It was Satan, sin, death. So both the unholy trinities are Satan, sin, and death. D is the right answer. Next question. Two archangels who serve as generals in God's army. The two archangels who serve as generals in God's army, Michael, Gabriel, Michael, Raphael, Raphael and Gabriel, Michael and Lucifer. तो गॉड्स का आर्मी पे इस कौन सा टू आर्जन जो जनरल्स से काम किया? It was Michael and Gabriel. So A is the right. These are all questions from the Paradise Lost. Michael and Gabriel is the right answer here. Moving on to question number 888. And which angel does Satan trick by disguising himself as giraffe? Which angel does Satan trick by disguising himself as a giraffe? Now here the which angel does Satan trick by disguising himself as giraffe? It is Michael, Uriel, Raphael, Abigail. So here it is Uriel. Uriel is the right answer. Satan tricks Uriel by disguising himself as a giraffe in the Paradise Lost. So B is the right answer here. Moving on to question number 889. What is Milton's stated purpose in Paradise Lost? What is Milton's stated? What was the purpose of writing the epic poem Paradise Lost by Milton? Now your options are to assert his superiority to other poets, to argue against the doctrine of predestination, or to justify the ways of God to men, or to make his history hard to understand. So the purpose of Milton in his Paradise Lost was to justify the ways of God to man. It was to justify the ways of God to man. C is the right answer here. And the father of humanism, what? Petrarch, Dante, Boccaccio, Pico della Mirandola. So father of humanism is Petrarch. Petrarch is known as the father of humanism. So here A is the right answer. Moving on to question number 891. What London local, where many poor writers lived, became synonymous with hacks and scandal mongers? You have to say the London local, जहाँ पे where many poor writers, poetasters actually, lived, became synonymous with hacks and scandal mongers, and they are also criticized in Pope's Danciate. In Pope's Danciate, in this work, Pope also has criticized those poetasters. Now, what is the name of that London local? Elephant and Castle, Graf Street, Covent Garden, Cheapside. So it is Graf Street. Graf Street is the right answer here. And Pope in his work The Danciate, the contemporary image of Graf Street was popularized by Alexander Pope in his Danciate. In his Danciate, Alexander Pope ne the poetasters, the inferior poets of Graf Street was popularized in his work. Is the Danciate. Moving to question number 892. Sir John Denham commemorated this poet. So किसने commemorate किया? John Denham ने याद किया this poet को, referring to him as Old Chaucer. क्या refer कर रहा है उसको? Old Chaucer, who like the morning star descends to the shades, so that darkness again the age invades. The age invades. William Shakespeare, who is he? Who is he? Who is he? Now William Shakespeare, John Donne, Abraham Cowley, John Dryden. So John commemorating Abraham Cowley. Abraham Cowley is the right answer here. Moving on to question number 893. What mock epic begins? So there is a mock epic. It begins with the opening lines of which mock epic? What dire offense from amorous causes springs? What mighty contest rise from trivial things? So these are the opening lines of which epic poem. What dire offense from amorous cause spring? What mighty contest rise from trivial things? So out of trivial things, there is a fight. There is an offense. Dryden's Macfligno, Pope's rape of the law, Pope's dance, yet Dryden's abstract negative. So these are the famous opening lines of Pope's rape of the law that came in 3 edition. Moving on to question number 894, that is who wrote in Janadu did Kubla Khan a stately pleasure dome decree. So these are the lines from a poem called Kubla Khan, and this is actually a fragmentary poem. Kubla Khan is a fragmentary poem. It is incomplete. It's a fragmentary poem. It's a fragmentary, incomplete poem. Incomplete poem. So fragmentary, incomplete poem written by Samuel Taylor Coleridge, Robert Browning, John Keats, Walt Whitman. So it is Coleridge ने लिखा था the fragmentary incomplete poem that is Kubla Khan. So A is the right answer. In which work do you read? There can be no freedom or beauty about a home life that depends on borrowing and debt. और उधार लेके अगर घर चलता है तब घर में कोई फ्रीडम और ब्यूटी नहीं रहेगा. There can be no freedom or beauty about a home life जिंदगी में that depends on borrowing and debt. So was it a doll's house, riders to the sea, handful of dust, the fatal curiosity? So these lines appeared in A Doll's House written by किसने लिखा है? Henrik Ibsen ने लिखा है. क्या किसने लिखा है? Henrik Ibsen. So Ibsen's famous work Doll's House. In Doll's House, these are lines that you can find. In which work do we read? I have measured out my life with coffee spoons. I have measured out my life with coffee spoons. Coffee spoon से उसका life को उसने measure कर लिया. इस poem में we found in which poems? Okay. Now your options are Love Song of J. Alfred Prufrock, Sonnets from the Portuguese, Prelude, The Last Decalogue. So these are this is a famous line from Love Song of J. Alfred Prufrock. किसने लिखा है? T.S. Eliot ने लिखा है. T.S. Eliot का famous poem Love Song of J. Alfred Prufrock में इस वाला जो line that appears, I have measured out my life with coffee spoons. Ekisa, the famous character, the famous female character, was the heroine in which novel? Vanity Fair, Sense and Sensibility, Pride and Prejudice, Mansfield Park. So Becky Sir is a character from Vanity Fair, and its subtitle is क्या? A novel without a hero. A novel without a hero. A novel without a hero is the subtitle of the novel Vanity Fair, and that was written by William Makepeace Thackeray. Makepeace Thackeray ने लिखा है Vanity Fair, जिसका subtitle है A Novel Without a Hero, and Becky Sharp is the main protagonist of this novel. Another character is Amelia. Amelia is another character of that is Vanity Fair, who are opposite characters actually. Becky Sharp is a bad character, whereas Amelia is a good character in that novel. And Sense and Sensibility, Pride and Prejudice, Mansfield Park, these are all novels written by who? These are all novels written by the Regency period novelist Jane Austen. Jane Austen ने लिखा है all these novels. Okay. Jane Austen has written all these novels. Moving on to question number 898. Okay. Who termed as the morning star of Renaissance? Who termed as the morning star of Renaissance? इसको बोला जाता है the morning star of Renaissance. John Wycliffe, John Gower, Chaucer, Langland. The morning star of Renaissance, it was Chaucer. Chaucer is known as the morning star of Renaissance. Now, who is known as the morning star of Reformation? The morning star of Reformation. Who is known as the morning star of Reformation? It is John Wycliffe. John Wycliffe is known as the morning star of Renaissance, and the morning star of Reformation. The morning star of Reformation is John Wycliffe, whereas the morning star of Renaissance is Chaucer. Okay. Moving on to question number 899. What are the names of the two feuding families in Romeo and Juliet? Capulet and Montague, Breslau and Fraser, Hughes and Woodside, Dawson and Harley. So the main two families that were fighting in the novel Romeo and Juliet were Capulet and Montague. Capulet and Montague is the right answer. And Romeo is the son of Montague family, where Juliet is the daughter of Capulet family. So Romeo belongs to Montague family, whereas Juliet is the daughter of Capulet family. Capulet. So these are all families from that is we have Romeo and Juliet written by Shakespeare. Moving on to question number 900. Which bird did the ancient mariner kill? Seagull, albatross, hummingbird, crow. So which bird did the ancient mariner kill? It's albatross. It is albatross is the right answer. Albatross was killed in the poem that's Ancient Mariner, and it has 7 parts written by Samuel Taylor Coleridge, and it appeared in the first edition of Lyrical Ballads that came in 1798. So this poem Ancient Mariner came in the first edition of Lyrical Ballads that came in 1798, and it's the 7 parts, and Ancient Mariner killed albatross. Okay. Moving on to question number 901. In which novel Dickens novel does Pete appear? So Pete is a character. Its original name is Philip Peary. Now your options are Bleak House, Great Expectations, A Tale of Two Cities, The Pickwick Papers. So the novel it is Great Expectation. In Great Expectations, we find the characters Philip Peary. Philip Peary is the main protagonist of Great Expectations, and it is a Bildungsroman novel. It is a Bildungsroman novel. Bildungsroman, or it is also known as coming of age story. Coming of age novel written by Great Expectation, and Philip Peary is the main protagonist. And another important character is Abel Mackwich. Abel Mackwich is the convict. Abel Mackwich is the convict of this novel. Compison is another convict, but Abel Mackwich is the main benefactor of Pete. Pete knows that his benefactor is Miss Havisham. So another important character is Miss Havisham. Miss Havisham is another important character. Pete thinks that Miss Havisham is the benefactor. But at the end of the novel, Pete comes to know that it was Abel Mackwich. Abel Mackwich is the original benefactor of him. Another important character of Great Expectation is Estella. Estella is another important character. So Abel Mackwich, the convict, another convict is Compison, and characters like Estella, Pete, Miss Havisham appear in this novel Great Expectations, written by Charles Dickens, where Philip Peary is the main protagonist. It's a Bildungsroman. It's a coming of age story. Moving on to question number 902. Who said gets to it? Books are low cost. Gets to it? Books are low cost. Philip Larkin, B. Behan, Hitler, Nixon. So that's Philip Larkin. Philip Larkin ने बोला था कि gets to it. Books are low cost. Next question. Who is the author of Toba Tek Singh? Toba Tek Singh किसने लिखा है? Who is the author of Toba Tek Singh? Sadar Hasan Manto, Kisan Chandra, Premchand, A. Abbas. Earlier also I may discuss this question. The Toba Tek Singh was written by Sadar Hasan Manto. Sadar Hasan Manto का जो novel Toba Tek Singh. Moving on to question 904. Who was the first recipient of Sahitya Academy Award for English? Who was the first recipient of Sahitya Academy Award for English? Radha Rao, R.K. Narayan, Bhavani Bhattacharya, Mulk Raj. So it is R.K. Narayan. R.K. Narayan is the right answer. R.K. Narayan is the right answer. And for the novel, the guide for this novel, R.K. Narayan was awarded with the prestigious Sahitya Academy Award in 16. So the character main protagonist Raju is the main protagonist of this novel. The characters like Roji appears. Marco, the husband of Roji is Marco. Marco is the husband of Roji, and the railway Raju is the main protagonist of this novel. The guide, and for this novel, Raja Rao, that is R.K. Narayan was given the prestigious Sahitya Academy Award 1960. So when it was in 1960 that R.K. Narayan was awarded with the prestigious Sahitya Academy Award, where Raju and Roji, these are important characters, and Roji's husband is Marco. Okay, moving on to question number 905. Who wrote The Rising of the Moon? The Rising of the Moon is actually a play. It's a play by किसने लिखा है? A Lady Gregory, William Butler Yeats, John Osborne, Harold Pinter. So Rising of the Moon was written by Lady Gregory. Lady Gregory ने लिखा है The Rising of the Moon, and here is the explanation that The Rising of the Moon is a play by Augusta Lady Gregory. It is a political play which examines Anglo-Irish relations. It was first produced on March 9, 1907 by the Irish National Theatre. It is the basis of 21st episode in The Rising of the Moon by John Ford. So whatever it is, The Rising of the Moon is a play written by Lady Gregory. So these are all questions that I have discussed in this video. I hope that you have liked. Please do share with your friends. इतना मेहनत मैं तुम लोग के लिए कर रहा हूँ, आप लोग लाइक भी नहीं कर रहे हो और शेयर भी नहीं कर रहे हो. जितना सब्सक्रिप्शन बढ़ेगा, जितना लाइक बढ़ेगा, जितना शेयर बढ़ेगा, उतना ज्यादा वीडियो आएगा. So please do like and subscribe the channel and tap the bell icon to get more notification that I will upload in this channel. And